So I was like, oh no.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to show them the drink because
You're holding it too close.
I'm holding it too close. Who said who had a drink in hand?
You have to go like this because it's like, you know what they do with the makeup reviews when they like.
It's not working.
It's not working.
We don't do makeup reviews. What's up, everyone? Hello. How are you guys doing this fine Tuesday evening? 8:30. Well, technically it's 8:38 Eastern time here on a lovely Tuesday evening where we have not a lot of HHN to talk about. We're just going to kind of stir the pot. We do have a couple things that we want to go over. A couple like rumors and possible house announcement coming up, as well as possible frequent fear passes being released and those multi-night tickets, which we've been waiting for since last year when the event ended. So hopefully we get something from that. And then we're also going to talk about some scheduling things that we're going to do with the channel, some videos upcoming. And I'll be honest with you guys, we didn't post anything last week. Steph got back from her little trip and all that she had. And then we were just kind of like gun-ho and catching up with everything in the house. And then we had some videos that we planned up. We recorded some. We started editing. And then we had some other issues we had to fix with like technology and all that crap that we're doing. So, woo! So we're getting back into the swing of things. Hopefully that's the way that it's going to be. But how's everybody doing? You guys doing great? All good?
We have 59 days.
Yeah. 59, guys. We're in the 50s now. No more 60s. Less than 2 months. What was it, like 2 days ago or whatever? I think we were laying down and we were watching some like HHN videos and stuff, and we both looked at each other. We're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so close.
It's like creeping up on us like pretty quickly, guys. Like we're getting there pretty dang fast.
Everybody's commenting on your lack of beard /
Yeah. So Steph's been wanting me to cut the beard since I had it, to be honest. I used to have much more of a defined jawline that she was always like, oh, I love it. And I was like, okay. But I really wanted a beard, and, I didn't let it grow out. Originally, we did over the pandemic. I was letting it grow.
Too much.
Yeah, Steph didn't like it. So I trimmed it up, and then I think this was like a week ago, I had just a spontaneous thought, like, you know what? I'll shave it, but let me do the
I cut my bangs, and then you were like,
"Oh yeah,
do something."
So Stephanie got her hair done, and she got like some bangs and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I want to do some, something a little different. So went with the little stash and everything, and we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Cam said Miles Teller is at you.
Yeah, maybe.
We actually haven't seen the movie yet.
No,
we need to.
We haven't seen it, so you can't say I'm one of those guys that saw the movie and then went ahead and did the look. I haven't even seen the movie yet.
No, not yet. We will see it.
I'm sure, if we do, I'll put a little flight jacket on.
I'm just not a huge fan of Tom Cruise, so.
Yeah, I don't really care for him. He's not anything with HHN, so who cares, right?
That's true.
So who cares? But anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. Of course, as always, I'll try to talk with, whatever information I got that I can share with you guys.
We don't have a lot.
We don't really have as much right now. I mean, we have some, but we don't really have too much. And then Stephanie is going to go through the comments and take care of that. I also want to say a huge thank you. We had a lot of people that actually went ahead and reached out to us and told us, could we be a moderator and all that stuff? We'd love to help. And, we really appreciate that. We've just been so far behind. We've been like extremely far behind on our schedule. So we haven't even been able to reach out to some of those people who reached out to us. So I apologize if I haven't messaged you. I'm not ignoring you guys. We're going to get to you guys, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to do all this. Yeah. But let's get into Jim's comment right here, because Jim Daniels is back, folks.
He's back.
The Jack Daniels of the group. First time in 2 years, I am this excited for HHN. Turn the time machine forward. Jim, of course,
quickly.
Yeah, it's coming up real quick. And to be honest, first time in 2 years that I'm this excited. I agree. Like, when HHN got canceled in 2020, like, of course, I mean, you cried right there in the spot, and then I was like, oh no,
on the video,
yeah. And then we had this whole gap of us just trying to figure out what to do for Halloween and all. And then HHN 30 came out, and we were really excited, and I think we're even more excited for this year than last year, just because of the fact that
Yeah.
we started this YouTube thing, and when we got to the event, we got to meet a lot of you guys at the event. We're just like, this is cool. Like
Yeah.
we just talk with people and stuff, and ended up being the thing where, that's what we look forward to when we go to the park now. But I think that's even more to say for this year. Like, we're looking forward to see those same people or even some new ones this year. So rock on. But Jim Daniels, thanks again for the $25. That's going to go into take care of Hondo's little thing, because we got some new treats for him to hopefully, keep him busy and occupied. He's gotten so big, guys. He's gotten big.
Yeah, he has gotten really big.
So, also, don't turn the time machine too far forward. It'll come by and it'll go.
Yeah, right.
All right. Also, we let's go and talk about real quick what house announcement we may hear. I know a lot of people have been stirring up in the HHN community that this is a week we're going to get something, and what could it be? Some people say frequent Fear Pass. Yeah, that's one thing.
We heard today, which that didn't happen.
Between today and Thursday. It's usually always people say like, oh, today, Tuesday. And then if it doesn't, then, oh, tomorrow. And then maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen eventually. But it does seem like it'll be this week. I have a strange feeling and it's not going to be until next week.
Really?
But I said that last time and I was wrong, and it happened that week.
I could see it being just frequent Fear Passes and not like a house announcement. But I would love a house announcement. I did see somebody say that they think it's going to be an original and not an IP.
Actually, that's a good question to start off with. What do you guys think if we get a house announcement? Do you think we're going to get original, like an original-based house?
Yeah.
Or do you think we're going to get an IP-based house? Let us know, because I honestly, I think we're going to get another IP. A lot of people are saying The Weeknd, and I feel like the originals, they'll clump up the originals an announcement.
I hope they don't do that again.
But not like where they did like all six. I'm talking like maybe like two as one, announcement, and then maybe pair it with the Scarezone or something.
I guess.
And do like a clump like that. But it's not like last year where they're like, all right, here's the rest of the houses y'all been asking for.
Yeah.
So if they do originals, I feel like we're gonna get a good little clump of an announcement.
Apparently, The Weeknd's tour is starting Friday, so maybe we'll get that.
You think on tour, like he'll start off with something HHN related, like an HHN video?
Maybe he'll drop it on accident, kind of like what happened with the black phone.
Yeah.
Which, no, we have not seen it yet.
Oh, yeah. Somebody asked us if we saw the black phone, and we haven't yet. We were supposed to last week. And then, of course, like we said, we've gotten so behind with certain things. We're just catching up and working on equipment, as well as like some other bigger projects that we have for you guys this year, if it works out.
I also wanted to kind of wait and see what the response was, which I've heard only good things. So I think we will see it.
I don't know. I mean, like you said, we've heard good reviews, but we're never the people to really trust the reviews until we go to see it, because we always find ourselves on the other side of things.
Yeah, that's true.
And people are like, I hate it. I'm like, oh, I loved it. What do you mean? It wasn't scary.
Right.
That's what I wanted.
Well, I heard that this one isn't like, it's more of a thriller, right? It's not necessarily.
It's not.
But it is rated R, right?
I mean, I guess.
I don't remember.
The guy kidnaps and murders kids. So let's see, last year, real time. How's everyone doing? Yeah. Yeah, honestly, we don't really have much to really do today. I guess this is going to be my typical, it's not going to be a long stream.
Yeah.
I know the last two we had were ridiculously long and so much to cover over. That's why we haven't really been able to actually get into the comments much. But today we'll be able to talk more with you guys. So be sure to go ahead and comment down anything you guys want, questions, speculations, all that, because we're going to be more on the comments today with you guys. But frequent Fear Pass is also another thing that's coming kind of in the air. I haven't really heard much of it. I just heard people mention it, but I know 2 weeks ago I was starting to talk to you about I think frequent Fear Pass is going to be an upcoming announcement, because they released tickets last year for HHN 30 for single nights June 30th or June 17th. And then this year, I think it was April or May? I think it was May, right?
I don't remember. I know it was late.
May. Anyway, so I think it was either April or May. So it's a month before what they did last year. And if they let's say they follow a trend, right? Then last year we had in August the multi-night tickets that were released. I could be wrong. Correct me if you guys knew or know when the multi-night tickets were released, please let me know in the comments here. But I think it was in August of last year So they would just move it up a month. I don't really see why they would wait to release multi-night tickets until August. They have every ability to do so. Plus, I think Hollywood even released their little multi-night tickets or some of theirs. So people like us in Orlando, we're waiting. So that's something that's going on, I think, pretty soon. You're going to say something? I know you're reading comments.
No, I'm just reading the questions.
This is going to be like Stephanie's face most of the time.
It's going to be like my forehead.
Is that like caught up, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys hearing anything on Scream Early passes? So I saw, I can't remember if it was a tweet or a Reddit post that they might not do them.
Reddit post that we saw or something.
That they might not do them this year, but I just watched that.
Yeah, this cup, man. The older these things get, they start to spill a lot. That's the only downfall.
But I can't see why they wouldn't do them this year. I don't feel like the holding areas for Stay and Scream were like so ridiculous last year that they would need to like chill out on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the post that we saw was like, it wasn't a confirmation. It was like someone reached out to like a Universal representative and they basically said like the only way to do Stay and Scream is to have a daytime ticket.
Yeah.
And then they were
so
like,
the team member stated that there is no Scream Early ticket currently, but the way it's looking is that the only way you can get to Stay and Scream is if you have a regular daytime admission.
Well, that's probably just what they're told to say.
For right now, yeah. In my opinion, I do believe, I still believe that the Scream Early ticket will get released. Now, last year, these Stay and Scream lines, like the areas were pretty busy, but and that was like in the beginning of the event. Like it seems like HHN, especially like their park ops and teams and all like that, I feel like they got to get like a week or two to kind of figure out how things are to go. Because even though like they've been doing this for years, they try new things out, and you really can't tell how the crowds are going to be until the event obviously starts.
Yeah.
So I do feel like they'll do the Scream Early still, even though that some of the places were packed, but they weren't like Steph said, crazy busy. And also in years past, Diagon Alley used to be a Stay and Scream location. So worst case scenario is that they open up. I don't see why Universal would take away a perk that would benefit, of course, the guests visiting, but at the same time, Universal making a little bit of extra cash for people to come into the park who don't have daytime tickets. So yeah. I feel like Stay and Scream or the Scream Early tickets will happen. There might be a price increase possibly for them. I think they were $20 last year. And if they're anything, I don't think any more than $25 to $30. I don't think they would increase it that much. But I do believe that if we do get the Scream Early tickets, they'll go up a little bit. But I'm really confident we're going to get them this year because, I mean, who doesn't want to do Stay and Scream? And Universal knows that. So.
Yeah. And then as far as the BOGO tickets, I don't know. We never do that. So
yeah, that's one thing that I realized, like with our channel, we haven't been really good about is the resort packages. Like they do like those HHN packages and stuff with the resort. We don't really like talk about that or emphasize those just because we don't really use it. There's no need for us to use it. But it's something we probably should do more on the channel. If any of you guys would like to see something like that, let us know. And then the BOGO tickets, like anything. Sometimes HHN does a lot of like specialty. Yeah. Like tickets and stuff. Like even like Publix will sell certain things and like, other locations in our area would.
And like pass holder, they do like a free like.
Oh, like they get a free night like, and all that. Certain like premier pass holders and stuff.
Which is nice.
Yeah, but we get the frequent fear pass. And we're like, all right, we got what we need. Let's just go forward, and that's how we've been doing it. So, but we do need to do that. Also, just a quick shout out to Jim Daniels again if he's in the chat. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Jim. Also the Nuke channel page, they said this right here. I think I paid $30 last year for Scream Early. Okay, so if it's $30, then I would assume it either would stay at 30 or go up to 35 max.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think around $30 is pretty much what they're going to keep.
I think people would still pay that. I think that's worth it.
Oh yeah, we actually Brian was supposed to have a video for you guys yesterday, and then of course it got delayed because of how long it's taking me to edit this. I told Steph, like, oh, I got this idea for this certain section, and then I did it. And Steph was like, oh, I like that. Let's do that. I'm like, okay, this one little piece took me an hour, and I have, a whole bunch. And just to give you guys a little heads up, it's our top 7 tips for something at HHN
for something.
I won't tell you guys exactly, but
That's
you have to wait till we post it, whatever it is. But so I was working on that. I was supposed to have it up yesterday. I was like, oh, I'll have it up this morning. And then we're like, oh, live stream is today. So we started working on the live stream stuff because we were having issues. And I don't know if any of you guys can tell right now, but we have this stuttering issue on our live stream. For some reason, like we'll go a second and then it stops, go a second. And our audio's fine, but it's our visuals.
But it doesn't look like that when we're watching it, like on the computer right now.
It's only whenever we go back to rewatch our live streams because... Just to tell you guys,
top 7 tips for dying at HHN.
Yeah, be Brian. That's tip number 1. But for instance, though, we just every time we get done with the live stream, I never get to really read all the comments. So once we're finished up, that's what I'll do for the next hour or two. I'll just read all the comments and all, and then we'll rewatch the stream. But we notice there's a little stutter. So if you guys see a stutter or anything, let us know because we're trying to fix it. And if you don't, let us know you don't. Just so we can see where the issue might be so we can fix it. Because we looked everywhere. And there's nowhere we can find it. So
USMC, we thought you just had a weird tick. Yes, we have like a tick that's in unison. So both of us do it at the same time.
That's just how you know we're perfect for each other. We have the issues that lines up.
I also have to point out Chris Does Things wants to see how to count your macros at HHN video.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it's possible.
No, that's not possible. You know, okay, so Stephanie is an online fitness trainer, for you guys that didn't know that. And last year when we went to HHN, I'm going to be honest, it sucked. For a guy like me who's like, oh man, I want to try all the food every single night. And then going with a girl like Stephanie to HHN, it's like, she's like, I can probably have one thing. Probably. And everything is like fried and it's oils and all that stuff and you know everything that goes in tracking, and it's always hard for me to just be like, it's fine, we'll do it another day, or like, oh, it's okay,
it's fine.
It breaks my heart.
He's dramatic.
What? But yeah, so there was one day last year where Steph had a cheat day where we did our food and drink video at HHN,
and I literally got sick.
Yeah, you did get sick.
I was sick.
But that was the night I was so excited because I was like, yes, I can get food and I don't have to worry about anything. But
I don't think I'll ever do that again.
Tracking macros at HHN is
it's impossible.
That's a fight. That's honestly, I'd be surprised if you could do a video like that.
No, I do have things on my Instagram about like Disney and like the parks and how to like track your macros and eat, you know, for your goals or whatever at the parks, but not HHN. Normally when we go to HHN, I will bring like a refillable like cup just fill it up with like Diet Coke or water, and then I'll bring like a protein bar or something. And then every once in a while we'll have a treat. But
yeah, that's another thing too. Little quick fun tip that has nothing to do with the top 7 tips or whatever we're going to talk about. But whenever you go to the event, buy those like refillable cups.
Yes.
Because it's what, $13? How much did we pay for it?
I think it was maybe like 16.
Okay, it was like less than $20, and still to this day, whenever I go to the park, I use it just to get water. So I mean, water is free, but it's a nice, convenient thing to have.
Joseph Turner said that when he comes this year, you guys can eat food together.
Okay, there you go. Hey, anybody that wants to go to HHN, let me know what day you guys are going, and we'll get together and grab like a drink and a bite of something.
Yeah.
Because I won't feel too guilty.
Watch.
Yeah, you'll just watch. And then she'll remind me later that night saying like, I don't know, Brian, if you should have another bite.
No.
You did have like 16 Oreos, 2 pizza fries. You had that brisket in the bud, and yeah.
So I did want to go back. Aloha Jax asked us, it was a while ago, so I don't know if I can find it. How do you think that first scare zone will look with the Minions construction going on? Actually,
that's a good thing to talk about, because
is that set to still be going on? I mean, yeah, I guess it's not going to be done in 2 months.
Like the walls is what you're talking about, right? Yeah.
That sucks.
I really don't know. Universal originally stated that attraction will be done and complete before HHN. I think that was a statement they made like beginning of this year. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, Universal, their construction's pretty quick when they work on things. But we're less than 2 months away. And I felt like that park has had more construction walls go up recently, especially
Yes.
in the scare zone area. And, I'm praying to God we don't have darn Minions wall up or anything like that.
As long as if the wall is up, as long as they like theme it some way.
But see, my opinion, how far does that wall go up? Doesn't it go up like on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Right? What's the purpose of having the wall up that far? They should probably push the wall back, give people that sidewalk and all that stuff.
No, the sidewalk is there. It's it's up to the queue.
Oh, never mind.
Right
Don't
in
listen
front
to
of
me.
the queue. So I think it'd be fine as long as like there's still what?
What if, because it's supposed to be a traditional Halloween street, let's say it's like trick-or-treating type of deal, what if they just like make the Minions very like HHN related?
No. You know how I feel about the Minions.
Yeah, it's just a shot in the dark.
I don't want them part of the event.
Yeah, even just to think about it, if that whole front section becomes like a Minions themed like land, like why? Universal's doing so good, and then they're like, "Hey guys, we're gonna do Minions Land." Nobody's asking. Come on. Jeez.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I don't know.
Somebody from Universal's probably watching, and they're like, "We need to cancel them right now. They're against Minions."
Yeah. Daniela, they closed the Shrek 4D ride, and they're making it into a Minions thing. Like, is it a ride? It's a ride and like a little area. The Minions.
I think she's talking about the one that's current already.
Yeah, they didn't close the current Minions.
The current one is still there, and it's probably going to be there still for a long time. Rumor is that they're supposed to build this new Minions thing and then close down that Minions one. I've heard that rumor before. But it seems like the way that they have it is there's just going to be multiple Minions things. It's just going to become Minions Park. Like the arches are just going to be the Minions.
And then there's this meme going around on TikTok where like Gen Zers are all like, or young kids are all like getting all dressed up to go to the Minions
I saw
movie.
that, yeah.
And it's like making the box office like go crazy, and it's like, no, we don't want more Minions.
Yeah,
Please stop.
Don't send that message to Universal. Don't do that.
No.
Please.
Anyway, picking another random question. Are we hyped for the possibility of Nightmare Fuel 2? Yes. We love Nightmare Fuel.
So my favorite thing about Nightmare Fuel yesterday.
I
was just there yesterday.
Feels like it.
Yeah. Last year, my favorite thing about Nightmare Fuel last year was their like illusions that they had. Some of like the magic and stuff. Stephanie's a huge fan of like magic and all things like that. So that would be really neat to have some type of like magic show at HHN or at least some illusions added to Nightmare Fuel. But we're stoked. It looks like it's pretty much on its way here. Like,
yeah, I definitely think that
99.9999 100% sure it's coming.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. It's not official until they make it, because we've also had rumors that there was a house coming and it got chopped up and thrown out.
That was another one that I was going to bring up and then lost. Someone said that they heard that Evil Dead got the axe.
So everywhere on Twitter and everywhere on Reddit, from everybody's like mother, grandfather, great, World War II.
Everybody's saying Evil Dead.
Everybody's talking about
because the new movie got pushed.
Yeah, so supposedly the Evil Dead that was speculated to be HHN, that's what everybody was saying is the house that got chopped. If there was a house that got chopped and all, they were saying that. And then some people, there was a post I think on Reddit, because I think you sent it to me, right? Or just somebody else sent it to me and I showed you. But there's a post on Reddit that said supposedly Universal and HHN worked out a deal with Paramount, who has Scream. So we might get Scream this year.
Yeah, Michelle asked, do you think Nope will come to Orlando? So we know that we're getting Nope at Hollywood because
it looks that way.
We have aerial pictures of the whole like town. I think it's being set up in the Terror Tram area. But I don't know. I don't see that coming to Orlando.
I don't think so, to
be
honest.
Why.
But I wouldn't be surprised. We don't really talk about Hollywood. We don't really spend much time looking into Hollywood stuff.
Right.
But we did see somebody posting pictures, of course, of that like cowboy set, which is obviously looking like it's coming from the movie Nope.
Mhm.
And of course, back in 2019, we had Jordan Peele's Us in HHN 2019 in Orlando. So it wouldn't surprise me if they bring Nope over because they already have that approved for Hollywood. All the houses that we got announced so far are for both coasts so far. So it wouldn't surprise me. It'd be easier because they can have something to go off of. Of course, they wouldn't do something like they are doing at the Terror Tram right now. I mean, something like that's go. It would have to be like in a soundstage or a tent, more than likely in a tent, if I had to assume. But if we were getting anything, if Evil Dead was going to be a house, if it did get chopped or whatever from being on the actual official map this year, a lot of people were talking about Scream, and I know we were big, fans of having Scream come to the event, but at this point, really, I'm finding myself more and more getting to the point where it's like I really don't care anymore. I don't care what people are speculating or rumors. I don't care what the official announcements. I want September 2nd to be here, and I want to get HHN food, and I want to go and experience it, to be honest.
Then regarding some of the questions about the speculation map, so it wasn't from HN Nightmares. So the new speculation map that came out was from somebody else. I don't know who. I didn't see it, but it was not, and it was confirmed that it was not from HN Nightmares. So that's really the only source that we take seriously. Really, I guess, right? As far as speculation,
are you asking?
Yeah, I don't know.
Serious? When it comes to speculation stuff, just because HN Nightmares has kind of been around and they've been doing it for a long time and they've been pretty spot on. They're more of the source that we trust, and then even with what they put out, we take with a grain of salt. We're not the type of people to really feed into speculations too much. We're just like, we'll just wait till Universal makes official word, because if we do believe in speculations and things like that, we're the people that get really excited, and then our hopes get really high up until we realize it's not what we wanted, and we're just like, darn.
Yeah. Even the HN Nightmares maps were maybe. Yeah. It's fine to look at, but
they do really good though.
They do,
and that's why whenever HN Nightmares does the speculation map, we'll actually do a video on it. And there's also people that I heard that's reached out to me saying that HN Nightmares has a speculation map coming out soon. So, yeah, but maybe that could be speculation too. I mean, I don't know. It's like, what do you trust? This community, this HHN community, throws so much stuff out there, and it's exciting. It's so much fun, but it's like, what is true? Yeah, because I make a comment of 6 sentences, and somebody takes one sentence and adds something they heard, and I mean, honestly, that's really the fun of it. That's what starts the season, is all of us talking what it could be and everything. So it's definitely fun and we enjoy it, but it gives me a headache every now and then because I'm like,
it's too much.
What's real? What's happening? And then I feel like when, one rumor starts really picking up and everything, I'm like, did we miss something? Like, crap, get the script. We got to get to work. So it's sometimes a panic for us, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. And then some of you guys, even some of our subscribers here in the chat, some of you guys come up with really good theories and speculations for the event and things that you guys hear, and it keeps us on our toes, and we really appreciate that. For instance, I have to shout, if USMC's here, Lily with her little whatchamacallit, Stranger Things theory or whatever that she gave Stephanie, that video got over 1 million views on TikTok, and I was like, all right, you're gonna take over from now on. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
No.
But so some of you guys actually give us the great ideas and everything, especially with some of the videos too. So yeah, for sure. Rock and roll, people. Also, I just realized we're at 36 minutes right now. I feel like we just started.
Yeah, right.
Live streams, we love doing these live streams. Absolutely love doing this with you guys, but they go by too fast, especially with the battery that we have in the camera. Oh, yeah. It dies like that. So,
when is the Brian and Steph house coming?
Jim, it's right now. You just don't realize that you're just going through the queue line.
I don't know what that would even look like.
Just come on over.
Honestly,
just hang out with us for 30 minutes. And
honestly, Hondo would be terrified of going through a Brian house.
Oh, yeah. Hondo's terrified of me.
No, he's not terrified of you, but he definitely knows who does the disciplining, and it is not me.
That is true. I come around the corner. He's like, I swear I didn't do anything. And I'm like, you sure? What is this couch in pieces for? So, But yeah, so actually, funny thing, Jim Daniels. I'm gonna mention Jim. I like saying Jim Daniels, not just Jim. Jim Daniels.
Yeah, right.
It's a good name. But in August, it bring a good point that we're gonna get into. In August, we like to do our countdown to HHN series, and we have so far 2 videos, possibly 3, but 2 videos that we are gonna really focus on in those episodes that talk about potential houses or houses that we would like to see come to the event. And the way that we would do it too. So, it's all good. But so yeah, you know what? Let's get into it. We really have no script for this live stream. We usually have a little like outline of things that we would talk about, but we're just kind of going with y'all's comments, just chatting with a little bit, some HHN stuff. He's still eating that. That's awesome. But for August though, because like I said, it's already July. We're less than 2 months away. We're in panic mode right now because HHN technically starts August 1st for us because we want to do this countdown to HHN series like we did last year, but we didn't really get to touch on it because we were moving around. And if you guys remember, we were stuck at Universal Hotels for like, 2-3 weeks? We're like living out of a hotel for like 2-3 weeks. And it was a struggle, to be honest. But we're also still in that process of finalizing on a house and stuff. So we can't really say if we're going to get a studio set up by then, but we have some videos that we plan to do. We would love to do some interviews that we might be planning to set up depending if we get the space approved for it or not. And then we have some like fun videos and then like our most anticipated for the event, little things like that. But I know at least 1, possibly 2 of those videos that we do for our series, they're going to be the what if kind of series, and we're going to talk about certain properties coming to HHN, like what if they were to come to the event. One of them being Stranger Things. If we don't get a Stranger Things announcement,
don't overpromise.
Yeah, I'm not.
Do that.
I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna promise you guys we're gonna work on this. I want this to be fun for all of you guys. But if Stranger Things doesn't come to the event this year, we'll definitely do a what if, and we'll create like conceptual designs. We'll try our best to do like little layouts of like a house to walk you guys through, just explain it, little things like that. And then the other one, which I'll just go ahead and tell you guys too, is Game of Thrones. I would love for a Game of Thrones house to come to the event. I would love to see the what are they called? The White Walkers, the Night Walkers.
No,
the zombie
White Walkers.
White Walkers.
The Night King.
The Night King. Yeah. So the White Walkers and the Night King. I would love to see an episode, The Long Night, that they had in Winterfell. If you guys have never seen the Game of Thrones, you got to check it out. It's really good. But I would love to see that episode come to a house at HHN. So we're looking at doing some of like those types of videos and some stuff coming up. So
yeah,
we'll see how Brian and Steph designed house turns out.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Aloha Jax asked what other local haunts we're looking forward to this year.
Oh, that's a good question. Where's that?
We haven't really planned. It's up there.
I'm looking right here. Got it.
We haven't really planned anything out so far. We do have our tickets to the other park. We have our tickets for one night of Mickey's Not So Scary. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that's just going to be a fun night for us.
Yeah. I am happy that they're bringing back like the stage show original. And the parade and everything. So I hopped on those tickets really quick. But other than that, we don't have really anything planned yet. We'll probably do Sir Henry's, don't you think?
Yeah. So HHN, of course. We'll do Hollow Scream at SeaWorld probably one night. Especially the way it's looking, they might have the entire park. Possibly. That's
maybe.
What people are saying.
That's what I heard from you.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, yeah. But it looks like they might have more of the park as the event. So that'd be fun. And then we'll probably do Sir Henry's because we enjoy, even like just to go for fun, like we enjoy Sir Henry's every time we go. We've gone since 2020. It sounds like we've been going forever, but the past 2 times we've gone, we've loved it. Sir Henry's is a really good local haunt that's more out westward. And then we even did, was it Scream and Stream last year? Yeah. We even did Scream and Stream, and that was actually enjoyable. I really enjoyed that. I mean, there's nothing like just driving and like it was a different experience. Yeah. And like actually like fighting, what was it, zombies and clowns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I think Patrick Braillard, who worked on that, who was also creative with HHN. So it's definitely a fun experience, and it was something different to do that we've never done before. So it's a great idea, great concept.
As far as which is better between Sir Henry's or Screamageddon, it is a very different vibe. Like, that is like comparing apples to oranges. Screamageddon is like more, like, I wouldn't take anybody who's under the age of 13 there. It's a little bit more like scary, I guess. Whereas Sir Henry's has more of like a family vibe.
The way I would explain that is Screamageddon is more raw.
Yeah.
And Sir Henry's to me is more story.
And like traditional Halloween.
Yeah, if you go to Sir Henry's, I don't think they sell alcohol. I don't think they might. I don't think in the past years they have. Or Screamageddon has like multiple bars.
Yeah.
So I mean, even just think of that kind of sets the style and the mood. But
yeah, they have a whole like beer tent.
Oh yeah. And we went in 2020 and it was fun. Actually, I enjoyed it, but I don't really care too much to go back to it because it's also kind of a drive for us.
It is a drive.
And when you do events like Halloween and stuff, like driving an hour plus to go to an event that doesn't start until 8-9 o'clock, and then you don't get done till 2 a.m. and then you got to drive all the way back is it's a little much on us. But to be honest, I would choose Sir Henry's any day over most haunts. I don't know. Like, I enjoyed Sir Henry's last year more than I did SeaWorld's Hollow Scream. But in my opinion, SeaWorld's Hollow Scream has 5 years until they really kick it up. Just because it's a brand new event for them.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do this year. But, I lost a comment.
Who was it by?
I thought it was.
Who was it by? Who said something?
Two Speed. How is Sapphire Falls?
How's Low Sapphire Falls for HHN?
For HHN.
For HHN.
This is, I think, our favorite resort on Universal property.
Yeah.
So overall, we love Sapphire Falls.
For any reason.
It's like a quick boat ride. It would take you a very long time to walk. No, I guess not. I think it's bad. Like Cabana Bay is the worst one.
Yeah.
For walking.
Sapphire Falls is like a good 15-minute to 20-minute walk.
But it's not.
It's not
terrible. Whereas like Cabana Bay is quite a walk.
Yeah, because it's on the other side.
And they make you go like all the way around and then up and over but Sapphire Falls is nice.
Yeah. For HHN, the biggest perk about it is it has the boat transportation. So which actually we do talk a little bit about that in that video that we worked on that should possibly get up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We'll see. If we get an announcement either tomorrow or possibly Thursday, we may not post the top 7 tips, blah, 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 until this weekend. May have to delay it just because there's a lot that we're working on editing-wise. But Sapphire Falls is our favorite resort on the property. However, when it comes to like HHN, we always highly recommend Hard Rock just for the fact that it's the closest resort. So sometimes the lines for the boats could be 30-plus minutes. And at the end of a long night, you just kind of want to get home and just sleep. Mm-hmm. So having Hard Rock that close, you could just walk 5 minutes and be at the resort. It's the closest one that they have to Universal for HHN. So that's what we recommend. But Sapphire Falls, amazing resort. Highly recommend it if you get the chance to go. It's good. It's good stuff.
Someone a while ago, I missed the comment, but said that it kind of seems like there won't be a like popcorn IP for this year, kind of like Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice, but more so just like straight up like horror. What do you think?
Like what would be that house?
No, as like the whole theme, not the theme, but like we're not gonna get like a Stranger Things or Ghostbusters, like that kind of
like vibe.
Yeah.
For the event.
Yeah, like the general public house. You know what I mean?
That's like you're talking about that house that would like really bring in the crowds. Is that what you're saying? I feel like I'm way off.
Oh yeah, I guess the weekend could be considered kind of like the popcorn house.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Which that could very much be the next like announcement that we get.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping not, but last night we actually filmed episode 4 of our Countdown to HHN series on Instagram. And that one, I don't want to really give any spoilers away, but that one does feature The Weeknd in it. So we're excited to see how that works out. We got some cool things going on over there. So hopefully it works out. I think you guys will like it. How do you guys feel about the highly anticipated fan favorite house coming to HHN this year, being the Bug House? I know a lot of people have been commenting that. I've been seeing that, and I've also talked to somebody the other day about it too. I want to know what you guys think about having bugs be a house.
No.
Big roaches and spiders and slithery, nasty legged thingies. Legged things.
I will not be going.
Little flies on the wall. People with fly heads, and I think that'd be the best house, right, guys? No. Most anticipated.
I'm not excited for that at all.
Hey, here's a good question for you guys. That house, what do you think will be, if it obviously becomes a house at the event, what do you think the highest wait time would be for that house throughout the entire event?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? I think it would get 50 minutes, like opening weekend, highest, and then after that, 25 minutes max. For people who are just like, oh, we got to do it. Even some people, like, I know you were like, I could just skip it and just say it never happened.
I'll go through it once, but I'll probably close my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't think that I will go through it more than once, though. We'll see what it's like, but I don't like bugs.
Watch it be the most popular well-done house there is at HHN. Watch that be the sleeper.
I can't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Timothy said it's a walk-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Jackson said, the noises. That's what I can't stand. It's like, if it's just like a bunch of bugs, but like there's no noises, I'd be fine. But like you pair the noises, like the wings and the like
the typical things we're freaked out about, just in general.
Like that just gave me chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, we're not really big fans of this so-called little bug house thing. I really don't know how I feel
and
about
if they do like if you ever went on, I never did Alien Encounter.
Where?
When it was
Oh, you're just saying. Oh, okay.
In Magic Kingdom before it became Stitch, but I never did that. But I heard it was terrifying. But like Stitch, when they did Stitch's Great Escape, and he would like spit in your ear and stuff. If they do stuff like that in the Bug House, I'll probably throw.
Would you go through it if they gave you a can of Raid to spray on the bugs, like the scare actors? Like fake Raid, it's obviously.
I was gonna say, I think I would kill them.
No, I'm talking like it's just like water in a can.
That'd be kind of funny.
That's what Aloha said. Give people cans of Raid.
That would be kind of
honestly
funny.
Like if you give the audience like spray bottles and like just theme it like Raid or whatever, and then you get to go through and like have to like spray like the bugs as you go by.
I would quit if I was that director.
I feel like the wait time would go up for that if that was the actual thing.
Yeah, no. The Fear Factor house. Did you ever hear about that?
Fear Factor house?
Yeah.
No, I've
Cool Case said that house was horrible.
No, we have to look that up.
Yeah, the actors would hate that so much.
Yeah. Hey, lay down. Come here.
Oh no.
Come here.
He finished his treat.
Yeah, go lay down. You did good, but you gotta hold on tight.
So neither of us have been the first person of the night to go through, but I have gone through houses before where there's nobody in front of me because it's like the very end of the night.
Yeah.
And there's like nobody
the last minute and you're
so I've done that before, but never been the first person in a house of the entire night, right?
I don't know. Have you?
Have we? I don't think so.
He's starting to act up. I don't think I've ever been the first person in the house. I don't really care to be the first person in the house just for the fact that usually that first walkthrough, I can't see anything. Because it's still daylight outside of when you go in a house, it's so dark. My eyes haven't adjusted yet. But I have been the last person through a house multiple times.
Yeah, me too.
And like by myself.
Yeah.
My first ever experience that I had was in 2017. I went through The Shining. Last person in, and I was by myself by a long shot. And I remember this was like my first like HHN kind of like getting into the vibe and stuff. And I was kind of freaking out. I remember just going through and I just ran around.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Did that. I did. I was the last person and by myself for
go lay down. Lay down.
One time going through Slaughter Cinema. And that was because the person that I was going through the house with ran in front of me and left me. So I was all alone. And that house got me so bad when I was by myself because they just like, they have the freedom to like pick you out specifically. So it makes it much more terrifying.
Yeah.
Talking about Slaughter Cinema. I went through that by myself.
Yeah, going by yourself through a house is it's an experience.
I think it's more fun.
No, it's horrifying. Actually, you know what's even worse? When I was performing in 2018 and I worked the Halloween 4 house, whenever you get done, you know, you have your stage crew comes through, your management team, and yeah, I was gonna say, just let them out. Hondo calls, guys. Here we go. But anyways, they come through and they say like, house is clear, it's emptied or whatever, done for the night, and they usually just kind of like head back. Sometimes the quickest way of getting back to your break space was to go in reverse through the house. If you've ever, of course, I don't think many of you guys have done this, but when you walk into an HHN house, you go forward always. You never turn around and go back, right? So every time you go forward, it's laid out to be in that, you know, specific view. When you go backwards, it is 10 times more confusing because you see like the opening boot holes and things, and sometimes you get lost on your way back. What's even worse is like there's nights where I was like, okay, you know, take the mask off. I start walking back through a certain section of the house, and all the like the music stops, but the lights come off. Like they come off. The lights turn off. So I'm walking through and I see like just like red little dim lights, and I see like some of these props and mannequins standing there, and I'm just thinking like, I'm the killer.
It's kind of freaky.
I'm the killer. Like, I'm sorry, I just spit everywhere. I'm the scary guy here, but that is way scary. I wish they would like. It would be really neat if they had for like an extra charge where they allow the guest to go through the house with like no scare actors. The lights are off and the music is off, and you just see like the dim lights. That is horrifying.
Nobody would want to do that.
Anybody here would pay $10 to do something like that.
It's just a dark room.
Well, like for instance, they have the exit lights on, so it's like a red overcast. It's really dark, but like you can see where you're going.
I feel like that's still a liability because
somebody's
gonna trip over something. I will say one time when they did the like Find Will or Will Byers Day or whatever.
Oh yeah.
After the first year of Stranger Things, they had that one day where they left the house open, like during.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
I went through that, and you couldn't see anything because you're going from like the bright sun to the house, and the older man in front of me went the wrong way. There was like an empty boot hole, and he went into the boot hole, and like all of a sudden there's like 10 of us in like the backstage area, and
like the whole line
like,
just went, here's the line, they went this way, and then like Stephanie's group went that way, and the entire line just went backstage. And everyone's like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right.
Until like a coordinator came up and was like, turned us around and was like, there you go,
like, you guys gotta go back in.
But oh my gosh, that was like, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So that like the first few times, like the first like house that you go through, I always say bring sunglasses.
Yeah.
So you can wear sunglasses until right before you go in. You can take them off. So
it does help.
Your eyes aren't like so adjusted.
Way thrown off. Yeah. Also, you said nobody would do that. I have to say there are a couple of. You got to remember our type of people here. Look at that. We got, let's see.
You don't need to
Zach
say
Nobles,
I would.
Michelle said that they would. Like, come on. People would do it. I would.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, come on. A lot of people do it. I'd pay some extra to do it.
That's funny.
So, now I am realizing we are at 56 minutes
already
of our live stream. Like I said, it goes by so quick.
Yeah.
Do apologize. We really didn't have so much information to talk about. But I have a feeling within the next 2 days, we're going to have a whole bunch to go back over with.
Probably.
And, of course, it's always after we do a live. Every time we do a live, then guess what?
Something comes up.
Week, something comes up later, and it's like, crap, I guess like either we move a live up or we just wait till the next one. So I do want to talk with you guys about this now. I don't know if you guys, because you're here in the live stream. I'm not sure how this really works from your end, but you're here in the live stream, and you guys are chatting with us through comments. If you can, could you leave a comment in the video itself, not in the live stream section, but in the video itself. And let us know what you guys think. I'm about to get to in a second, but so I can go back to it. But we were thinking about scheduling live streams different than Tuesdays because Stephanie has something that came up with work where she has a call between 7 and 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then for us to get set up and all that stuff, it pushes us a little farther back. Let us know what day you guys like best for a live stream. But we were thinking of doing Friday nights from here on out. And we might actually start doing live streams every week now. I think next week will be an off week from live streams. But starting the week after that, which I have to pull up the schedule. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm thinking we go ahead and start doing live streams. What about the 15th?
Fridays?
Yeah, Fridays. What if we do it the 15th?
Yeah, that's fine.
So let us know in the normal comments of this video on YouTube, however that works. Let us know if starting on Fridays, we start to go ahead and do live streams. I think July 15th would be fine. So not this Friday, but next week Friday, we'll do a live stream. And we'll start doing every Friday at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or however it works out. Because in July or in August, like we're only like 3 weeks away from August already. So in August, I would like to go ahead and have a live stream every single week for our countdown series. But that means we only get like 4 to 5 like live streams before HHN. And then, of course, HHN is it what that opening? Well, it's on Friday, the 2nd, which we won't do a live stream on September 2nd. We'll do it the Thursday, that last week before HHN. So let us know if Fridays would be fine for you guys. And then comment down letting us know like what time you guys would like. Now, if you guys prefer Tuesdays, also let us know like, hey, no, we like Tuesdays. But if we do Tuesdays, we may have to push it back starting at 9 o'clock versus 8:30. So, right. But I know people like Megan Beal commented she just got off of work and just made it. So some people aren't able to even make it to 8:30.
Can we get an 8:30 a.m. on Sundays?
If you want.
No, absolutely not.
You'll see us completely like dead tired, but yeah, nothing in the morning. So let us know exactly what days you guys would like to see, and then also if you guys want to go ahead and comment down as well certain like videos that you guys would like to see us create at HHN. We noticed that last year we only created, I think, 3 videos at HHN.
Yeah,
out of the whole
we're gonna do better this year.
Yeah, because we did like some of the other events that were around the area, and we were filming that too. And I think we said we're just gonna do HHN filming this year. So let us know because we're gonna do obviously opening weekend. We're gonna do food and drinks one. We're going to go ahead and do just normal days when we go to HHN. Just follow us around just to talk, get some food, Scarezones, things like that. I'll do a tribute video at the end of the event. We may even do like a challenge or two at HHN. See, like, that's Hondo if you guys can hear me. Do certain challenges. I think Hondo's telling us it's time to finish.
Yeah, all right.
Feed me again.
Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour. So... but let us know in the comments and everything what you guys think. Not like I said, not in the live chat ones because once we end the live stream, all that'll go away. Do it in the normal video because then we'll be able to go back and actually start scheduling stuff. And then we'll let you guys know in the community posts and all that stuff. But we're going to start wrapping up. Realize it's been over an hour somehow. It goes by quick. It always does. But 59 days.
Yeah.
59, guys. We're down less than 60 days to the event starting. So, I have so many questions to ask you guys now. I'm like, we're finishing, but no, like, who's going to be there opening weekend? Who's going to be there last week? And what days are going to be there? But
we have more live streams.
Yeah, we'll have more live streams. We'll have more videos. We'll talk about that with you guys and get some things planned out. But until then, that's going to be it for us right now.
Yeah.
We're tired.
Yeah.
I have another video to work on for you guys. We got 2 videos.
More. Yeah.
And with the announcement, if it happens this week, we got 3 more videos. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to appreciate all you guys for coming out. Thank you so much for joining us. I realize we got to a point where there's like 130 people here. Like, thank you so much for supporting us, especially in these live streams.
That's the most we've had.
It's honestly, it's really humbling for us. We enjoy it. We love doing this for you guys as much as possible. A special shout out to even our Patreon members. I know Swagasaur was somebody who joined recently and stuff, and we just put a new video on our Patreon which showed Stephanie kicking me in the face, literally, as a little
Yes.
blooper from one of our Instagram videos that we did. So
It was pretty funny.
it hurt a lot. But we have things
I
like
thought
that.
It was funny.
We have things like that we're going to start putting on Patreon, and we have some other videos like that for our exclusive members who help support us to make this possible.
Yeah.
And of course, all of you guys who are here watching us, leaving videos, like, subscribing, commenting, or even just watching the videos means the world to us. So we can just talk HHN.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to say bye. I want to keep talking, but that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I hope you guys have a great night. And until then, we'll probably either see you guys in a video tomorrow or maybe Thursday.
Probably.
Hopefully we get an announcement. All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see ya.
See ya.